Just when everyone thought that Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris's dangerous roller coaster adventure had finally achieved its ultimate music limit, the internet abruptly collapsed. Even though the cameras are officially off, the real-life horror show has just reached a terrifying point where there is no going back. Yandy Smith's recent release of Music, a terrible and historic bombshell, has shocked the entertainment industry as a whole. She is formally expecting a kid. But this is the turn of events that is totally disrupting the internet. The child is allegedly not Mendeecees. Music, Michael enters. Within minutes after this shocking discovery, the delusion of their precarious tranquility disintegrated. Others close to the marriage claim that Mendeecees' reaction was more than just fury. It was truly crazy. We are talking about a serious, destabilizing eruption that has officially sparked a bloody, multi-million-dollar legal war that might destroy everything they have built. Custody, reputation, and assets. Everything is in jeopardy. How did a 10-year romance become a contentious court dispute? Who is this mysterious Michael? And how ready are Mendeecees to burn everything down? Put on your seatbelts because we are going deep into the chaos. The facade of love and hip-hop royalty has completely collapsed, exposing a complex network of deceitful plans, shattered trust, and a marriage that may have been built on sand from the beginning. To properly understand the gravity of Yandy Smith's shocking pregnancy announcement and the explosive legal dispute that has now erupted, we must look at her turbulent past with Mendeecees Harris. For almost a decade, fans watched this couple's highs and lows on reality TV. They positioned themselves as the ideal ride-or-die duo. Yandy, the incredibly successful and loyal music executive, stuck behind Mendeecees even while he was facing serious federal drug trafficking charges that ultimately landed him in jail for a number of years. She managed his house, raised his children, shielded his reputation from ongoing public criticism, and upheld their brand while he was behind bars. But the cracks were starting to show behind the scenes long before the federal government got involved. Deep-seated hostility, infidelity rumors, and secret communication with other women have existed for years. When Mendeecees ultimately left prison and resumed their regular lives, the reality of their situation hit them like a freight train. The entire dynamic had shifted. Yandy had become accustomed to being the family's only decision-maker, its anchor, and its undeniable music supplier. On the other hand, Mendeecees struggled to fit in with a society that had moved on without him, which frequently led to intense power struggles that were documented on reality television. There was a discernible tension between them, which grew from little disagreements about household rules to full-fledged shouting altercations over respect, loyalty, and power. Things became much more nasty when the two relocated to Atlanta and joined the cast of Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. Instead of a fresh start, the move just exacerbated their pre-existing music issues, drawing close attention to their deteriorating relationship. The public began to notice that a cold, business-like arrangement seemed to have taken the place of the genuine affection they had previously experienced. Mendeecees was often at odds with Yandy because of her independent lifestyle and incapacity to live up to his expectations. On the internet, there was a lot of speculation that their marriage was nothing more than a well-crafted contract designed to maintain a lucrative public persona and maximize reality TV revenues. Then the last tipping point happened, setting the stage for the current catastrophe. In Atlanta's social circles, there were whispers that Yandy and Mendeecees were no longer sleeping together, much less having a happy married life. The last indication of this hidden separation was when discerning fans found out that the two had quietly unfollowed each other on social media, deleted recent photos taken together, and disregarded each other's noteworthy professional accomplishments. Music. Despite the fact that the Cold War had begun in secret, no side could have predicted how quickly it would turn into a bloodbath in public. During this period of extreme emotional estrangement, the name Michael began to emerge on the periphery. While Mendeecees was supposedly focusing on his own pursuits and leaving the marital house, Yandy was reportedly going out, expanding her professional network, and finding solace in the company of a new, wealthy, and very prominent figure. The murmurs became louder: music, suggesting that Yandy's relationship with this mysterious Michael it was a complete escape from the chaos of her life with Mendeecees and provided her with a sense of peace and calm she hadn't had in years. Music. The ground was being covertly laid for an announcement that would not only permanently break Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage, but also ignite an unparalleled legal and emotional fight as the distance between them grew into an unbridgeable chasm. The quiet whispers behind closed doors swiftly became a worldwide digital inferno when the official announcement was made. Yandy Smith became pregnant. A pregnancy announcement is usually met with a flurry of congratulations, preparations for a baby shower, and happy social media postings in the world of celebrity gossip and reality TV criticism. But this time, the atmosphere was completely different. The internet's collective jaw fell as the schedule just did not add up. Everyone who had been keeping an eye on the rapid deterioration of her marriage knew that she and Mendeecees had been living completely different lifestyles for months. The math wasn't matching, and the streets were already talking. When it was finally revealed that the father of the unborn child was none other than the mysterious figure known as Michael, the entire plot shifted from a simple divorce to the ultimate betrayal. When the pregnancy was discovered, Mendeecees went utterly crazy. For a guy who has always delighted in maintaining an image of strict control, respect, and street-certified machismo, this public revelation was the pinnacle of disdain. Music. When Mendeecees first found out about the pregnancy and Michael's involvement, he reacted with nothing less than rage, according to those close to Love and hip-hop's production team. It was not your average argument. Their relationship was irreversibly altered by what was described as an irrational, scorched-earth battle. In addition to the emotional pain of a broken marriage, the anger stems from the severe public humiliation. The fact that the woman who stood by him throughout a federal jail term publicly started a family with another man while still legally using your last name was an insult to his ego. A cold-blooded, focused legal attitude swiftly replaced the emotional distress. Mendeecees did not treat his wounds in a passive manner. He got together with his strong legal team right away to launch a full-scale assault. The obvious course of action in this situation is complete retaliation. Given that they have spent more than 10 years building a massive, multi-million-dollar business together, the financial stakes in their divorce and legal battle are quite high. Music. We are talking about profitable television contracts, joint production companies, high-value real estate holdings scattered over many states, and shared bank accounts that are directly related to their public branding. Mendeecees' legal team quickly filed applications to freeze joint assets and sought a comprehensive forensic audit of all their shared funds to ensure that not a single dollar of their combined riches was being diverted toward Yandy's new life or her new child. But the bank accounts weren't the end of the legal dispute. The most destructive and heartbreaking aspect of this entire rollout is the impending dispute over parental rights and custody. Over the years, Yandy and Mendeecees have united their families, raising children under one roof and creating deep emotional bonds that are now being used as weapons in a legal proceeding. Mendeecees is reportedly building a case that presents Yandy as an unstable and inappropriate home for the children. Music. Using Michael's sudden presence and the rapid pregnancy as leverage to demand full primary custody. The court filings are very complicated, with accusations of financial manipulation, emotional neglect, and parental alienation going back and forth. Meanwhile, Michael's secret just makes things worse. He's not just a random rebound. Because he is affluent and well-connected, Mendeecees is unfazed by the adverse public posture and legal threats. This is an expensive battle since, according to sources, Michael has stepped in to provide Yandy with an excellent legal defense team of her own. Yandy is resolute and won't let the man she once stood up for intimidate her. She is preparing to respond with counterclaims claiming Music would expose dark secrets from Mendeecees' past that he desperately wants to keep hidden outside of the courts. The lines have been drawn, the peace treaties have been torched, and both sides are prepared to drag each other through the mud until nothing is left. The doors of the courtroom are now locked, and what is happening within is nothing less than the total destruction of a legacy by scorched earth. This is no longer just a terrible celebrity breakup that will be highlighted in a future season of reality TV. In this high-stakes, multi-million-dollar court case, both sides are fighting for their phase intensifies. Both parties' legal tactics have shifted from defensive posturing to complete destruction. Yandy's legal team has launched Music, a lethal counteroffensive that targets Mendeecees' most vulnerable asset with the aid of Mendeecees' massive financial resources, both his independence and his ability to survive financially. They have filed lengthy counterclaims demanding a thorough line-by-line investigation of Mendeecees' independent business ventures, Music, because they suspect he has been hiding substantial quantities of money in off-the-books accounts in order to avoid paying the proper spousal and child support. The hypocrisy of the issue is what is truly driving the internet insane. For years, Yandy managed the family's finances, kept the lights on, and protected their possessions while Mendeecees was abroad. Mendeecees is now attempting to use the legal system to take away the very wealth she fought so hard to safeguard. But Yandy is no longer the submissive ride-or-die partner who will keep quiet to protect a man's reputation. Her legal team is reportedly preparing to present an overwhelming amount of digital evidence, such as years' worth of old emails, text messages, and bank receipts, which paint a bleak and unquestionable picture of what life was actually like, Music, behind their locked doors. These documents are alleged to offer evidence of major marital misconduct, persistent financial difficulties, and long-term emotional abuse that might gravely damage Mendeecees' standing with television networks. Due to the financial stakes, the dispute over the children has intensified to a horrific degree of poison. Even in the best of situations, blended families are sensitive, but when a family is divided by a well-reported legal conflict, the psychological damage is tremendous. Mendeecees' aggressive pursuit of full primary custody was perceived by many insiders as a calculated act of vengeance, meant to inflict as much emotional pain as possible on Yandy throughout her pregnancy. In response, Yandy's legal team has requested a court-ordered psychological evaluation and a strict supervised visitation schedule for Mendeecees, arguing that he poses a high-risk environment for the kids due to his past legal troubles and recent dramatic public outbursts. Due to the intense back-and-forth filings, family court judges have been forced to issue strict gag orders that forbid either party from disclosing the custody details on social media or on gossip websites. But a gag order won't stop the streets from shouting, and the public outrage is already costing them both millions of dollars in lost opportunities. Brands, network executives, and corporate sponsors are swiftly distancing themselves from the chaos surrounding the ex-couple. While this massive legal cloud hangs over them, production companies are hesitant to accept new projects and endorsement relationships are being quietly discontinued. The empire they spent over a decade building is systematically disintegrating because neither side is willing to give up their pride, compromise, and settle this amicably behind closed doors. In this entire circumstance, Michael remains the wild card. The power dynamics in Yandy's life have been drastically altered by his arrival. Mendeecees was used to being in complete control since he knew Yandy would always comply with his requests because of their deep emotional connection. But because to Michael's substantial financial backing and excellent level of legal protection, Yandy is defending herself like never before. According to sources, Michael is managing this legal struggle out of pride, ensuring Yandy has access to the best defense attorneys, forensic accountants, and confidential security data to handle the tremendous pressure. This isn't just a divorce anymore. Rather than who is right, the outcome of this great battle will depend on their capacity to endure the total destruction of their former lives. The scariest question of all is raised by this. Is this truly the end of the line for Yandy and Mendeecees, or are we just witnessing the start of a far more significant and dangerous conflict? When you take away the reality TV cameras, bright lights, stardom, and multi-million-dollar company, two individuals who once said they would ride or die for each other are now actively trying to destroy each other's lives. Music, the empire they have been building in front of us for over a decade, is currently on fire, and there is no turning back. I want to hear from everyone, though, because the internet is completely split, on this entire topic. Do you think Yandy had every right to continue finding peace and security with Michael after years of protecting Mendeecees? Or do you think that this pregnancy announcement was the height of public contempt and betrayal for a husband trying to make a fresh start? Who do you think will win this brutal court struggle when the dust settles? Share your thoughts, music, theories, and unedited remarks in the space provided below. As you all know, I'll be down there reading them and talking to you all. If you want to be completely ahead of the curve and never miss a single update on this crucial legal case as it progresses, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and activate post notifications so you are always the first to know when the new episode is out. Thank you very much for watching. Keep it locked right here, and I'll see you in the next deep dive.